God, you're the only one holy. You're the only one righteous. You're the only one sovereign. You are my strength. You're my help. Your name is strength. Your name is power. God, you're my refuge. You're my city of joy. God, I bless you. Lord, I honor you. I thank you, God. My heart loves you. My heart loves you today. I praise you, God. I thank you. For all that you are, I give you praise. I give you glory. You're a wonderful counselor. You're mighty God, King of kings and Lord of lords. There is none like you, Father. You're the only one holy. You're the only one righteous. You're the only one sovereign. You're the only one mighty. God, you are my strength. You are my life. Lord, I love you. God, I praise you. From the rising of the sun until the going down of the same. God, you're the only one holy. You're the only one righteous. You're the only one sovereign. You're the only one mighty. God, you're the healer of my body. God, you're the keeper of my mind. I thank you, God. You're the keeper of my mind. I give you praise, God. I bless you. You watch over me, Father. I thank you. Thank you for the angels that you give in charge, oh God. God, I give you praise. I give you praise. Yes, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will not fear. Yes. Oh God, your rod and your staff. You're with me, God. You're here right now, Father. Thank you for your divine protection, God. Thank you for your rod and your staff, oh God.
Yes, Lord.
God, you're our shepherd. You're our help, God.
Hallelujah.
You made us to lie down in the green pasture. You made us to lie down in the green pasture, Father.
Thank you,
You led us beside still waters, God.
Yes, God.
You anointed our heads with oil, Father. Our cup overflow even now,
Yes,
Father.
Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Oh, God, we give you praise. We give you glory.
Yes,
God, I honor you. God, I love you. God, I bless you. My soul loves you, Father.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Oh, God, I
Thank
give
you,
you praise. I give you glory. What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God, mighty God. Wonderful Jesus, wonderful Savior. King of kings and Lord of lords. Mighty God, mighty Father. Strong deliverer. Mighty to save, mighty to deliver. Mighty to save, mighty to deliver. He's wonderful. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's holy. He's worthy to be praised. Hallelujah.
Yes, Lord.
Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. Oh, my soul. All that is within me. Bless his holy name. I will say of the Lord, he is my strength. And in him will I trust.
Yes.
All the days of my life will I wait upon my God.
Yes, Lord.
For he is my strength and my shield. He is my rampart and my deliverer.
Thank you.
He is my fortress and my help.
Yes.
Blessed be the Lord of glory.
Yes.
Blessed be the God of Israel. Blessed be the Most High God.
Yes.
He alone is righteous and sovereign.
Yes.
He alone is mighty to deliver. There is no God like my God. His name is above every name.
Yes,
His
Lord.
name is holy.
Holy.
Holy is the name of the Lord God.
Holy.
Righteous is he. Righteous. Righteous is he.
Yes, God.
Righteous is he. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes, God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Bless you, Lord. Bless you. We thank you, Lord.
We love you. We love you. Oh, God, I praise you. God,
Yes,
I praise
God.
you.
Hallelujah.
God, you're awesome. God,
Yes,
you're righteous, God. Bless your name. Bless your name.
Yes, God.
Holy God, you're holy. Oh, God, you're holy. You're holy. You're holy. You're holy. You're holy. You're holy. Holy are you, God. Holy are you. Oh, God, you're righteous. You're sovereign. God, you're mighty. Mighty, mighty, mighty. Mighty God, mighty God, mighty God.
Yes.
Mighty God.
Thank you.
Worthy of the praise, worthy of the glory.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Oh God, I do give you praise. Father, I bless you, Jesus. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for who you are, God. There's none like you, God.
Yes, God.
There is no other God.
Thank you, Jesus.
There is no other God.
Yes.
You're the only one.
Yes.
You're the only one, Father.
Thank you, Lord.
You're the only one.
Yes, Lord.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Glory, hallelujah. Oh, Lord, I love you. Lord, I love you.
Yes.
I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. I love you, God.
Thank you, Jesus.
I love you. Oh, Father, I give you praise. God, I give you glory.
Yes.
Hallelujah. Amen. Bless the name of the Lord. Thank you for who he is and what he's doing in the lives of his people. Amen. I want to talk to you today about the city of Zion. city of Zion, something that I've been wanting to talk to you about for a couple of weeks. I mentioned this very briefly at Pastor Laidlaw's church when we were there, for those of you who went with us. I mentioned this very briefly, but I didn't really get into it the way I wanted to get into it. Talking about the city of Zion. And I want to go back to that topic. If you have your Bibles, let's go to the book of Genesis, the 12th chapter. We're going to take a look at the beginning of Christianity. The beginning of Christianity. God's purpose with man. So once again, we're going to the book of Genesis, the 12th chapter. Genesis is known as the book of beginnings, where we see the mind of God concerning humanity, what his will was for us. Once again, we're talking about the people of Zion. Genesis, the 12th chapter. Start at verse number 1. It says, Now the Lord had said unto Abraham, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make thee a great nation, and will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curses thee, and in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed. So Abraham departed, as the Lord had spoken unto him. Let me stop right there. And Abraham departed, as the Lord had spoken unto him. What we just read is the beginning of Christianity. It was the will of God to start with Abraham to call out a people from among people that would be his chosen people. That was the will of God. Adam, Eve, through their sin, broke their tie, broke their covenant with God, broke their fellowship with God. And so God has now come back into the earth after the Tower of Babel, after man has been scattered, after the tongues of man has been changed from one tongue to many different tongues, and the people have scattered and gone their own way. God finds Abraham. There is no righteousness in the earth at this point. Abraham is not a righteous man. He is an idolater. He is serving a false god. He's following the religion of his father. God goes back to Abraham to reestablish in the earth his people. So God calls Abraham out. He says, Abraham, I want you to leave your country. I want you to leave your family. I want you to forsake everything you know. Now, Abraham was about 75 years old. He was a grown man. He was a wealthy man. He was a prosperous man. God comes to him as an adult, and he says, leave everything you know and follow me. I'm not going to even tell you where we're going. I just want you to follow me. I'm going to show you the place when we get there. Leave everything you know. Forsake who you are. Leave your daddy. Leave your kinfolk. Leave everything and just come with me. I'm going to show you a place. He gives us a promise. He says, I'm going to make you a blessing. Yes. I'm going to empower you to be a blessing to other people. He says, Abraham, I'm going to make your name great. All right. Matter of fact, let me read that to you from the Amplified Bible so you get just a little more understanding. Verse number 2, he says, and I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you with abundant increase and favors, and make your name famous and distinguished, and you will be a blessing, dispensing good to others. And I will bless those who bless you, who confer prosperity or happiness upon you, and curse him who curses or uses insolent language towards you. In you will all the families and kindred of the earth be blessed, and by you they will bless themselves. By people loving on you, by people being a blessing to you, they're going to cause themselves to be blessed, because my blessing, Abraham, is going to rest on you. My name, Abraham, is going to rest on you. He says, I'm going to make your name great. Your name is going to be known throughout the whole world. And you don't have to worry about those who are going to come against you. He said, because any man that comes against you and speaks harshly or insolently against you, he says, I will curse that man. No man will be able to stand before you. Because you are mine now.
All right.
And what I'm going to ask you to do is to forsake where you are and what you know and follow me to a place that I'm going to show you at a later date. Now, when we go to the book of Hebrews, the book of Hebrews tells us that Abraham searched his whole life looking for the land that God promised him. And he never found that land. He never found that particular physical place that God said was his. And so he looked diligently. He obeyed God. He left his family. He left his father. He left everything and got his possession together. He got Lot. He got wife. He got the people that were born in his house. And he left. He did what God, I read it to you. He said, and Abraham obeyed God. He did what God told him to do. But he never found that physical place wherein God had gave him the description of. He was a blessed man. His name was great. God's favor was upon him. Anybody who messed with Abraham was messing with God. When the king took Sarah, God visited the king in a dream and said, you're but a dead man because you got Abraham's wife in your house. And the king got up and said, man, get your wife.
Please.
Yeah.
You told me this was your sister. You got God about to kill me. This woman is your wife. God fought for Abraham.
Yes. Glory to God.
No man could stand before Abraham because God fought for him. When Sodom and Gomorrah was in trouble and about to be destroyed, Abraham had such a relationship with God that he was able to intercede for them.
Yes.
God spare him if I can find the righteous one. Because of the relationship that he had with God. Nobody else. There was no other people but Abraham. He was the righteous man. He was the called out man. He was the favored man. He was the beginning, if you will, of Christianity in the earth. It was not about a religion, but it was about him having a relationship with God, being God's own chosen people, his own called out nation, his own bloodline in the earth that would serve him and love him and live for him. And God says it like this. He says, you will be my people and I will be your God.
Yes.
And that's the relationship we're going to have. I'm going to walk with you in the earth. And so this was the mind of God when he called Abraham out and separated him unto himself. I'm going to make you my people.
Amen.
And once again, Abraham lived his life and never found that physical place. Let's go to the book of Hebrews, the 12th chapter. Hebrews, the 12th chapter. God said, I'm going to make your name great. When God said that to Abraham, he said, not only am I going to do that for you, but I'm going to do that for your descendants too.
Yes.
It's important for you to understand that because you are the descendant. You are the seed of Abraham. So when God told Abraham that he was going to make his name great, he was talking about you too. When God told Abraham that he was going to make him a blessing and cause him to be able to dispense blessings among all people, he was talking to you too. When God told Abraham that no man would be able to stand before him, that he would curse anybody that cursed him, he was talking to you too. You don't even have to fight your tit for tat. You don't even have to defend yourself because God says, I will defend you. He says, I'll fight for you. The one that curses you is really cursing himself because I'm going to stand and fight for you.
All right.
You ain't even got to try to defend yourself. You don't even have to try. To try to answer is a waste of your time. You ain't got to answer. You don't have to fight about it. Just let God fight for you. God said, I will curse him that curses you.
Yes.
He said, even the one that speaks words or curses words or violent words against you, God said, I stand up and defend you.
Yes.
That's a part of being being who we are as the descendants of God, that God will fight on our behalf.
Amen.
God told one man, say, listen, no man will be able to stand before you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so will I also be with you. No man. He said, you don't have to worry about no man. You don't have to worry about no person. I don't care how big they are, what name, what title they got. He said, no man will be able to stand before you all the days of your life. As I delivered Moses, I'm going to deliver you too. Now, you ain't got to be afraid of nobody, because the Lord your God is with you.
Yes.
You ain't got to cry. You ain't got to cower in fear. You ain't got to worry about this or that. He says, I am with you. You ain't got to worry about no man. That's a bad God right there. That's a mighty God right there. God said, you ain't got to worry about nobody. Don't you stand up here shaking and crying and worrying and fearful and full of anxiety about what somebody said they're going to do or what they're going to try. God said, don't you dare cry.
Yes, right.
Don't you dare fret. As I was with Moses, so shall I be with you.
Yes.
All the days of your life.
Amen.
You ain't got to worry because I'm here.
Okay.
God's a bad man.
Yes, it is.
Hebrews
Yes.
12th chapter, verse number 22. Listen what he says here. He says, but ye are come. He's talking about the Christian now.
Yes.
Remember now, Abraham's been looking. He's been searching. Could not find this physical place. Could not find this place. But now, Scripture is telling us that we have come to the place that Abraham was searching for. We have come to that promised city that Abraham was searching. He spent his whole life looking for this place and never found this place. But what God is saying to you and me, he said, Corey, you have come to the place.
Yes. Yes.
You have come means, see, listen, let me calm down a little bit. Have you ever heard somebody say, I'm waiting for my ship to come in? You know what that means.
Yes.
When I read that verse, that's what I think about.
All right.
My ship
Yeah.
has come in.
Yes, sir.
When he says, Corey, you have come, what he's saying to me is you don't have to look any longer. Your ship has come in. You have come to the city.
Yes.
That means you are here now. You're not coming to the city. He says you are in the city now. You are an inhabitant of the city now. Corey, you have come.
Yes.
You're there now.
Yes.
You got to look for it. You're there now. He says here, he says, but ye are come unto Mount Sinai, and to the city of the living God. He's going to describe the place down there. He says, this is the city of the living God.
Yes.
God lives here. This city is under the domain and the control of God. This city is under the dominion of the King of Glory. He says, this is the city of God, and you live here now.
Yes. Yes.
You have come here, you live here, and God lives here too. He says the heavenly Jerusalem. Now this is important. He didn't say the earthly Jerusalem. He says the heavenly Jerusalem. Because I have come to a place that I cannot see with my natural eyes, but has been revealed to me by the word of God.
Yes.
Okay, listen to this. This is very important. Many of us are familiar with the city of Pompano or Collier City, Collier City. That's the right way to say it.
That's right. That's right.
Collier City. We say Collier City. Collier City. Somebody say, what are the foundations of Collier City?
Yes.
And you'll say, well, Atlantic to Hammondville, 31st to Power Line, that square, that is Collier City. Those are the dimensions. Those are the foundations of Collier City. So anybody who lives in Collier City knows that these are the boundaries, these are the lines of Collier City.